Hello everyone, welcome to Lingo. My name is Matthew, and this is the 9th video in our series in which we are learning how to read Hebrew. Today, we are going to learn 2 new letters. Let's start with the 12th letter of the aleph-bet, which is lamed. Lamed is written with a little bit above the line of writing, so an aleph would look like this next to a lamed. The sound a lamed makes is the l sound. The Hebrew word for board starts with a lamed, and after the lamed comes a vav with a shuruk. The word ends with a chet, which has a patak under it. Let's read this word aloud. The word starts with a lamed, which makes the l sound. Then comes a vav with a shuruk, which makes the u sound, and at the end of the word is a chet with a patak. When chet and patak are at the end of the word, the patak's ah sound comes before the chet's guttural ch sound. So that will be ah, ach. The whole word, luach, luach, board. The Hebrew word for night has 2 lameds. The first syllable is spelled lamed, kamatz, and yud. So the lamed will make a l sound, and the kamatz, the ah vowel, and the yud merge together to make the compound vowel sound I. Since this syllable is over, we will put a shva under the yud to show that the syllable is over, and the second syllable will be lamed, another kamatz, and a silent hey to show that the word ends in an ah vowel sound. So that is l, ah. Lila, night. Let's talk a little bit more about the shva. Remember that a shva goes under the last letter of a syllable, but this usually doesn't happen with a yud or a vav when they are representing a vowel sound. So if a yud is acting as an e or a vowel, or if a vav is acting as an u or o vowel at the end of a syllable, they won't have a shva under them. The exception to this is when a yud is combining with a vowel sound to make a compound vowel sound. As in here, the word Lila, we have the ah and the yud mixing together to make the I vowel sound. In these cases, the yud will have a shva under it when it is at the end of a syllable. Let's sound the word out one more time. We have lamed, l, kamatz, and yud making the compound I vowel sound, a shva under the yud ending the syllable, lamed, l, kamatz, ah, and a silent hey at the end of the word telling you that the word ends in a vowel sound. Lila, night. And now for our second letter for today, mem. Mem makes the sound. Hey, a quick interjection. After recording this video, I realized I was not writing mem exactly correctly. In this video, I wrote mem like this, with a little gap right under this stick that comes out from this loop. But mem is actually written like this, with the gap at the bottom left right here. So, sorry about the mistake. Remember, the mem actually has a gap right here on the bottom left, and I'll let you get back to the video. Last time, we learned the letter kaf, which has both a regular form and a final form. Final forms of letters are used when they are at the end of a word. Mem has the same thing. What we just saw was the regular form of mem, and the final form of mem looks like this. Most final forms are like the letter kaf. Instead of curving to the left, the final forms of most final letters go down below the line of writing. Mem is different, and instead the final form is just a little box with a curve on this corner. The Hebrew word for water, mayim, has both a regular and final form of mem. This word starts with a regular mem, m, and under that mem is a kamatz, ah. Then comes a yud, and under that yud is a chirik, ya, e. And the word ends with the final form of mem, It may seem like this chirik should make this yud lose its ya consonant sound to instead represent the hieric's e vowel sound. But remember, for a hieric to make a yud do that, the hieric must be on the letter before the yud, and the yud must have no vowel marker on itself. This hieric has no yud representing it. In fact, the word mime is never spelled with a yud after this one yud to represent this hieric's e vowel sound. Sounding the word out, we have a mem, kamatz, yud, y, hieric, e, and final mem, also known as mem suffix, y, e, mayim, mayim, water. Let's do one more word. We'll start this with a letter mem, which makes the sound, and under the mem we will add a sigol. Remember that the sigol makes the sound. Moving to the left, we will add a lamed, which says ol, and under the lamed we will add one more sigol, and the word will end in a final cough without dagesh, which makes the guttural sound. Remember that a final cough must always have either a kamatz or a shva in it, and since this word does not end in the kamatz's sound, the final cough must have a shva, which is silent. Sounding it out, we have mem, sigol, lamed, la, sigol, and final cough without dagesh, which has a silent shva. Melech, melech, king. Early on in this series, we learned that if the last two vowels of a word are sigols, the accent will go on the syllable with the first sigol. Now, a vowel in a final cough does not count for this rule, which means that we can count these two sigols as the last two vowels in this word. So that means that the accent will go on the syllable with the first sigol, which is me. So this word is melech instead of melech. In review, today we learned the letter lamed, which makes the l sound, and the letter mem, which makes the sound. The letter mem has both a regular form and a final form for when it is at the end of a word. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and turning on notifications so you can know when I make a new video. Also, I would really appreciate it if you gave this video a like and shared it with your friends who you think would like to learn Hebrew. Goodbye.